What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the Nashville Predators' quest to acquire a #1 center and really make themselves players in the Western Conference again after 2 down years, missing the playoffs. You're obviously losing Ryan Suter and all that took its toll on it. Not having Pekka for a large portion of last year was a big reason. But Jason Spezza coming out and putting Nashville on his list of teams he wants to trade to, I think is stupid. I think it's a good mutual fit there. I think he'd benefit Nashville in many the way. And much the same way that the Predators would benefit from having him. I think he'd be in a system that was beneficial to his offensive skill set, and I think his offensive skills would help bring Nashville back into the Western Conference playoff picture, and definitely make them a dark horse for the Western Conference final. I mean, you're looking at having a #1 goalie, assuming Pekka is healthy next year, which I think was a good assumption. He came back last year, played well after the injury, just missed, a big portion of last year. And in his absence, the Predators had some really subpar goaltenders. And, I think you have him, you have Shea Weber, you have a young core that's continuing to develop. You'd have to give up some assets, probably Colin Wilson, maybe Yossi. I don't know the specifics, and I'm not going to be going to speculate that. But you add Spezza to that mix, he makes the forwards around him better. Their scoring goes up. They got a great defensive, mindset still. Labio, that's more of an offensive-minded guru as opposed to Barry Trotz. And I think he'd fit right in. But I think Nashville's going to get a #1 center. Now, if you saw my piece for Rand Sports, and I did a piece here on the Power Play about Vinny Lecavalier, I think Nashville should go at him. There's no need in trading for him. But having said that, I think Paul Stastny would be a good fit. If Colorado doesn't re-sign him, I think they open negotiations on Friday, June 20th. I think him and his agent, the representation, will sit down with Colorado in Denver, try to hammer out a deal before free agency starts. I mean, if I was Colorado, I would have started it a month ago. But we'll see what happens. With that. But again, I think if he gets to free agency, having that #1 center out there that has some familiarity with Laviolette would draw him in. Again, you'd have to pony up the money, but Nashville's done that in the past. When they signed Paul Kariya, 8 years ago, actually I think it was 9 years ago now, but I think having the ownership in place that's willing to spend the money. I mean, they were willing to re-sign Ryan Suter and be players for Zach Parise, in addition to re-signing Shea Weber 2 years ago. So, as much as a small market theme is in place, I think they will spend the money if it's necessary, making them a contender. And adding a guy like Spezza or Stastny definitely makes them dark horse contenders in the Western Conference, But we'll see what happens as that goes forward. I don't think they're going to be on Ryan Kessler. I don't think they're going to be on Vanek. But, we'll see what happens. I think if Barry Trotz was still in place, they'd be in play for Callahan. But then again, that's not a Dave Poile signing. Paying $6 million a year to a guy like Callahan isn't a Poile-esque move. But we'll see what happens. When free agency starts in a week and a half. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Nashville Predators' quest to finding #1 center. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.